Ready up. Mike 27. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Lock now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. Dancing to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here we go. 60 or. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, exit. Leo. Check. Roll out. Yep. Get it.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Diablos nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go, 80. Watch the pass. Attack. Check nickel. Smoke.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do I ever.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken short.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, over.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Mike 27, Mike 27. Go. Yo, let's go.
On first down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Look, squeeze.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke, left side here, that's the tight end Fant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, watch.
Hard. That's the what. Hey, Sam up. That's the what. Ready.
Throwing his Lock on third down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
That's it, baby.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Attack.
Tighten up.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. A big play there. 54 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The first carry now, this is Williams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, dude. Hey. Joker, 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 Joker.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Hey, echo.
Here we go, D.
There.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Take 4, take 4. Big Griffin.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So it's challenge time. The referee's tablet coming out. And the big question, Charles, did that football break the plane to the goal line?
They just need any part of the ball to cross the goal line in order for it to count. Remember, it's got to be indisputable, though. Sometimes we think it's going to be there. We can't really find it on the tablet. So we'll see what the final call is going to be.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
57 color, 57 color. He's checking. Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Phillip Lindsay on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mike 27.
I can't believe it.
Leo. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
On the double. Bravo.
You get me? He's not going to get me?
Mike 27. Rock it. Coming to you. Kill. Hey, lock it. Shoot.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Look, squeeze. Hard.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Alpha. Here we go, Hey, stand off. Check. You go now.
Locke again here on second and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Hey, exit. Keep it up. Yeah, be driven.
Locke gonna throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 45-yard
Check
line.
53. It's our time. It's our time. Let's go, let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because, you know, the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Let's go, let's go.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught left side by Hardman. That one good for 26 and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On first down, Mahomes. And an alley to run. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On second down, it's Williams. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Again, it's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he rifles one incomplete. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
57 colors. Easy.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On second down and 4. Lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They look to throw. It's Lock. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and second. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Let's go,
Tyreek Hill on the return. His guys take over first and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Watch the whip.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
6-6, pull it high.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd and 2. Lock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Ready.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Watch the angle. 53's the mic. 53's the mic.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run on first down as they get about 3, 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Williams. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Thompson. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. The 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Lock now on first down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On first down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Another run by Lindsey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get